All right, ladies and gents, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me see if we can get the live chat popping. Let me see. No, that's not the chat. All right, I think we are good. We'll get started in about 30 seconds. Thank y'all for tuning in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor, put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me okay. We're trying some different audio today. So put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me loud and clear. Miss Howard, good to see you. Ohio in the building. Perfect. Thank you. If you're watching live, go ahead and type in live. If you're watching this on replay, type in. Well, there won't be comments available for replay. Good evening. Good evening. Mr. Stone, good to see you. Jess, good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Lynette, Derek, good to see y'all. Mr. Fritzler in the building. Welcome. Jamel, what up, Jay? Good to see you. Seymour, good to see you, brother. Welcome, 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 welcome. Vermont, welcome. Love it, love it. We are in the house. Welcome. Carol, what up, K? Rick Burnett, what up, brother? Okay, okay. Doug and Greta, good to see you both. Welcome. Kenya Wooden, what up? T. Scott, what up? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, that's loud. That's a little bit noisy. We'll get started in about 10 seconds. If y'all want to grab paper and pen, please grab it. This is going to be some information. It's different than what I was. Quick, real quick, too. Wanted to thank the team publicly for this beauty. They got me the last event we had in where were we at? We were in Atlanta. We were in Atlanta. Coach Marcus, good to see you. Easy Help, what up? Angelo, good to see you, brother. And the team that they were kind of a total surprise to me. They got me this beautiful custom axe, and everybody autographed it. And I was like, man, this is so nice. I wouldn't even kill zombies with this. It is too nice. So I'm getting it framed. I'm gonna get it put somewhere. There's space over here, but I think I'm gonna redo the office at some point. I want it more like pronounced, like in that spot up above the trophies right there. But this is beautiful. I want to thank everybody. I'm gonna publicly thank everybody for signing it. This is just beautiful American hickory is what that is, and it actually comes from well-managed, sustainable forests, and that makes it more pricey than a normal axe. So super, super. Thank y'all for that, man. It's beautiful, and everybody on it is crazy. I know every single person who signed this in person. It made me very, very, very happy, man. Thank y'all so much. That touched my heart. I'll make a Facebook post about this week as well. Just wanted to thank y'all. That's one of the most thoughtful gifts ever. Thank y'all for that. Deb Wright, what up? Deb was on the wrong YouTube channel. Oh, you got the right one now. You got the right one now. We got Nashville, Tennessee in the building. Welcome. Okay. Roswell. We got Roswell, Georgia. That's where we at. Miriam Karim, welcome. Gina, welcome. Good to see y'all. Dr. Dorothy Ridway James, good to see you. Lynn Holland, yep. Roll Tide, man. Looking like a good season. Who's Alabama playing this weekend, man? I think we playing. I think it's the SEC joint. Felicia, what up? What up? Okay, I see. I see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a interconference game. Should be a tough one. I think it's Georgia. Yeah, Rick say Georgia. Yeah, we're gonna give Georgia that work. Georgia, all bark and no bite. You'll see this weekend. Not a big deal there. But all right, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we were going to talk about one particular topic. I'm going to save that till next week. I was just talking to some friends of mine who live in South Florida, and apparently, hurricane coming. Apparently, shocker. I'm from New Orleans originally, so I've grown up with hurricanes for literally my entire life. Our mindset for hurricanes is different than most people. Our hurricane prep coming from New Orleans all those years is top tier, so we don't really stress about it. God is in control regardless of what man tries to do. And that gives me a certain sense of calm and peace, basically about everything. But that being said, I want to give you guys, because gentlemen, we are in charge of the provision, safety, utility part of the household. Now, I know there's a lot of back and forth these days about, oh, we don't like traditional gender roles. Well, we don't really care about you not liking traditional gender roles. We like them. And if you don't, this is obviously not the right channel for you. But fellas, we are responsible for certain things in emergency emergency preparations. That's our job. Like it or not, that is one of our jobs. Like if you and your lady are asleep and there's some commotion going on outside the front door, fellas, I hate to break it to you. You can call 911. That's awesome. But it's still your responsibility, period, point blank, end of story. And I'm not saying that the ladies don't have it under control. They do. However, any ladies I know, they'll tell you first and foremost, single or not, they'll tell you it is really great to have a man available in the emergency situations, period. So, fellas, we got to be ready. So, this is 12 things. Y'all can get a pen out. Some of these you might have missed. Some you probably already know. But I'm yeah, lock and load. It is. I got guns right there. Like I'm never. It is never more than outside of arm's reach for me in no room in the house ever or vehicle, and that's what it is. So preparation, just a point, is it's things that you would rather have them and not need them than need them and not have them. All right, that is a fact. So number one on the list is going to be water. I cannot express this enough. Clean drinking water is an absolute must. Okay, it's a must. I don't drink no water with fluoride in it at all. I don't drink water with all of the purified water. Everything I drink is going to be pure. If it is a bottle, it's going to be like Voss or some type of spring water or some top tier. None of that Dasani, none of that garbage. At our home, we operate with Berkey water filters. We rock with Berkey water filters. It's not even a Berkey water filters. It's a little late in the game to get one. They're pricey enough, but the point is that gives you a virtually unlimited supply of water. Now, in an emergency situation, if you got Dasani, that's all you got. Then you need to drink Dasani, Nestle, whatever you can get your grubby little hands on. But in an emergency situation, you got to have water. The human body can survive for a few minutes without oxygen. All right. Luckily, you don't have to pay for that yet. If the government found a way to tax oxygen, I promise you they would. Okay. They are that greedy. All right. But oxygen, without oxygen, you can survive. You won't be happy, but you can survive for a couple of days of just water. I hate to break it to you. Okay. You can survive 100%. Okay, so you can survive on water for a couple of days. I'm just letting you know you can survive without water for a couple of days, but uh, you definitely want to go with water. You gotta have water, cases of water, gallons of water, or access to filter that can hold large amounts of water. Period. Point. It ain't about taking a shower. It's about getting fresh every day. If you have no power and you don't have a generator, I'm not even putting generator on the list. A generator's on the list, but for a lot of people, you can't go get a generator this week. The week of hurricanes, they all sold out anyway. So you better already have a generator, preferably a solar generator. If you're a real G, you're gonna have a Generac. But we're not gonna talk about those right now because that's not 100% necessary from an emergency survival standpoint. Generators are a comfort thing, not a survival thing. So that's the only reason why generators are not on the list. Okay. So water, 100%. Figure it out. Well, Will went to Walmart and can't find no water. Everybody bought all the water. I got solutions for you. Stick around to the end. Don't worry about that. Number two is going to be food, specifically food that you don't have to cook. Now, if you got a grill, you got access to charcoal and briquettes, fire, awesome. But if you don't, you need food that you can eat and subsist on. MREs are great. Where my military people at? Well, I got MREs is 10, 15 years old. MREs ain't delicious. We don't care. It's enough calories and fat and a little bit of sugar for you to sustain yourself if you got eight. So MREs, you know what I mean? Yeah. Right. And this is, the bug out bag will be a totally different conversation. This is going to be more of a hunker down, you can't go nowhere conversation. All right. So food, but your canned goods, of course. I'm a big fan of canned sardines, man. I can't lie. I've been so broke at points in my life. I know exactly how to find the ramen noodles and the cheap canned tuna and them canned sardines. If you homeless, like I used to be homeless, man, canned sardines is the truth. Them King Edwards, I don't know what y'all, them canned sardines be slapping. And you can get like a jar of olives just for like a little flavor. But get stuff you don't have to refrigerate. But sardines have a lot of protein, good, healthy fat, things like that. Are they delicious? Not really. Are they top tier organic, whatever food that you want to be eating every day? No. But if you are in an emergency situation, you need food, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna tell you, them sardines, tuna fish, stuff like that, and a tablespoon of mayonnaise, you'll be good to go. But again, only get stuff that you don't have to refrigerate. A jar of mayonnaise, cool. You really need to, at the fast food restaurants, man, grab you a bunch of condiments, man. I'm telling you, little things like that. And condiments and napkins, fast food restaurants are typically free. You could just go to every McDonald's you see and say, hey, man, let me get a couple ketchups. They'll give you some ketchup. You don't even have to have bought nothing there. They wouldn't know. They would not know. All right. So we got food and water. That's a given. All right. Number three, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be at least 1 to 2 guns. Now, I know some of my more liberal minded friends, y'all ain't about them firearms. And I am sorry to hear that. But for my friends who understand personal protection and deterrence, all right, we are gun household people. I highly recommend. Again, you rather have it, not need it, than need it, not have it. Well, I ain't got enough money for a gun. Okay, well, let me tell you what you do. If you got a driver's license, you don't have a criminal record, you might not need to even wait the wait period. All right. You can go to a pawn shop with stuff at your house that you ain't using, and you can do a swap. Now, you might only get a Kel-Tec. You may, yeah, ammo, of course. Just come on. You're going to leave me out there with, come on now. You know, a gun with no bullets is irrelevant. But my point is this: you might have to go to the pawn shop, trade in some things you don't use, and you might only be able to get a Kel-Tec. I don't care. I remember when I was at police academy, and our firearm instructor name was Frank Washington. I never forget it. Frank, you always had 2 guns on him at all times. You never knew where they were at. And one of the ones he used to have, one of them 45 long Colt Derringers. It was a little 2-shot joint. He used to keep it under his ball cap, so you wouldn't know. But man, Frank would pop that baseball cap off and have a 45, 2 long shot 45, 2 long Colt 45 ready to go. Love Derringers. It's amazing, but that's one he would have. The other gun he would always have with him, he's a shooting instructor who at the time was the largest police academy in Louisiana. And I would like, man, you got a 6 Sauer, a Glock, Springfield XD, something. He was like, nah. He would keep on his person. He had his duty rig, of course, but typically he would have a Kel-Tec. And it's so funny. I remember we were in doing at the fire shooting range, doing gun stuff, and somebody had the audacity to make fun of him and say, "Oh, Colonel Washington, whatever his title was, you got a Kel-Tec gun." Call me, and I'm doing lives and stuff like that, and Zooms, and they call and interrupt it. It lets me know that they are not connected enough to me to know that if it's 8 o'clock on a Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday, don't even call me. Like, I'm working. Okay. So yeah, the Kel-Tec Tactical, Kel-Tec has really upgraded the looks and aesthetic of the guns in the last years. But I'll never forget, he told me this. He said, the guy said, man, Kel-Tec, that jam more than any other gun, blah, 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 blah. I wouldn't use a Kel-Tec. And Frank pulled out that Kel-Tec, yeah, and he said, yeah, they jam. You talk bad about them all you want. I bet you won't stand in front of one. I bet you can't guarantee it's going to jam. And ever since then, I was like, you know what? I don't own any Kel-Tecs. I got a bunch of other stuff, but I probably should have one just to support the brand. But yeah, you can go to a pawn shop and get you something tomorrow, honestly. And if you cannot for some reason get your hands on one before storms or something happens with ammo, I'm gonna tell you a really really great gun. That's not even a gun, and no, it's not pepper spray. Which is cool too, but that's a little too hit or miss for me. It's actually going to be a flare gun. Now I don't know about y'all, but I always have extra flare guns just cause, not because I think I'm gonna need to fire up a flare. Okay, I like see look Jess is military, and so she know, and then she got Terry Kel-Tec for Christmas. I love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, there's a flare gun. Y'all ever seen them flare gun pistols? Now I hate to break it to you, that is literally going to shoot a fireball. And it shoots a fireball so hard and so fast, it'll go up into the sky a couple of city blocks. That is a huge amount of velocity. Now it's only going to be a one time deal, but they're not very expensive at all, and they are amazing for deterrence. And if you gotta put a hole in somebody, you shoot them with a flare gun, man, they're gonna have a bad day, especially if you shoot them with two. So flare guns are great. Backups, just in case you don't feel like using your rounds, are also good for scaring away animals and stuff like that and not wasting your bullets. But yeah, flare guns, man. Just a quick heads up. Everybody should have some type of. It is literally a firearm, literally. Also, just in case if you're in a pinch, I hate to break it to you, aerosol cans and those little torch lighters that don't go out. Okay, just like in the movies. From a self defense standpoint, ready-made blow torches. Okay, super cool. Now my brother actually has an actual blowtorch gun. He bought them when they was legally available. I don't know if they still are or not, but they're amazing. I go to his house, play it all the time. Man, he got an actual blowtorch gun. It is fire. Okay, I'm tripping. I'm really mad I don't have one. But a full aerosol can, and I'm gonna tell you, not the matches. Matches will blow out, or you trying to. No, you need one of those small lighters that typically call them torch lighters, and it comes out and it don't go out. You can tell it's blue flame, and it comes out that far off the lighter, okay? And you just hit it, and it is going to stay there, and you blow torch. And the second you stop, that thing is still going to be burning. So it's a windproof torch. Get you a couple of those, a couple of aerosol cans. Anybody decide to come through your front door, they are going to be met with a whole lot of problems. I'm telling you, fire is a great deterrent. So that's all under the category of guns, bullets, knives, and all of that good jazz. Again, this is stuff you may have, but pray you never need it. But boy, if you need it and don't have it, you are in for a bad day. Yeah, basically, yeah. My military people, y'all know. All right. Number four is going to be batteries. Batteries. Great battery tip, and I'm gonna also tie this into the water tip and the food tip. If you can't go to Walmart, Target, someplace like that, and found anything like that, that's totally fine. Places you can go that typically have a lot more batteries and water and toilet tissue than you think is going to be Dollar Tree or the Dollar General. Okay, Dollar Generals are popping up everywhere. It's crazy, but normally people just think big grocery store. They don't really stop and think dollar store a lot, especially not Dollar General. Dollar General will get you one of the best prices on batteries, candles, canned goods, little metal food, little things that you need. Dollar Tree, I don't care how much money you make. Dollar Tree and Dollar General got some fire stuff there, and that's going to be number four under batteries, and number five, which is matches. You can get that from there too. And number six is going to be flashlights, plural. Okay, I got a flashlight on my phone. You do not want to be wasting your phone life charger flashlight when you can get candles for standing light, which are $1 for several. Okay, books and books of matches, and or batteries for flashlights if you need to go outside your home to do to surveil stuff like that. So four, five, and six are batteries, candles, flashlights. Don't sleep on those. And under batteries, I would also add phone chargers. Okay, I don't know if I have one of these on me. Um, I got them somewhere. I don't know. Maybe it's in the car. I'm not even sure. But I got a bunch of portable chargers, and in fact, solar powered phone chargers. I got several of those with the crib. If you don't have a solar powered phone charger and a flashlight that can be charged with a USB, I'm still saying you should have batteries, matches, and candles. But if you have a little solar power, you can get those off Amazon. I order several at a time to have. But solar powered phone chargers, solar powered flashlights, that stuff is super smart. And that's that. Rick said he got the CR32s. Yeah. Dollar Tree, Dollar Tree. You can power everything you can. Yeah, solar power. Yeah. And so we're not having the solar power generator discussion. That is sometimes out of the budget for people, but also it may be hit or miss on whether or not you can get one in your local area if a storm is only a day or two out. You may not be able to do that, or you may do better saving your money for some other things. But batteries, chargers, flashlights, candles for sure. Number seven is going to be glasses, contacts, contact solutions, stuff like that. So these are blue light glasses. I don't need a prescription. I don't wear prescription glasses. I don't need it. These are blue light glasses with headphones in them. Okay, so that's why you can hear me clearly. These have microphones in the glasses. You can't see it, but there are microphones. Or maybe you can. There's a little mic and headphones in the glasses. Okay, these are not, but for people who wear glasses, get more than one pair. You should always have at least 1 to 2 backup pairs of your eyewear, especially for other people in your home. Contacts and contact solution, man. I gotta tell you, okay, I've been through plenty of hurricanes, and luckily I have great eyesight. But I have seen people in a bind because they did not have extra. That's under number seven. They did not have extra contacts, contact solution, or glasses. Gotta have them. Gotta have them. All right. Man, Jessica got Terry up here to boy. Jessica, Terry. We call Jessica a keeper. Where I come from, she done bought you guns and technically savvy glasses. Man, that's a keeper, bro. How long y'all been married? I know y'all been married for a while. How long y'all been married? And Sharon said saline. Yeah, saline good for plenty of things. That's a fact. Let me just ask Terry and Jess. They on here. We got to get them interviewed. They one of them couples been married for a while. 20 years in the game. We got to interview Terry on Men's Help Monday one of these nights. I want to interview all the married guys. I want to interview all my married homies. Y'all can just drop some nuggets and some tips on this troubled generation, troubled generation we got right now. They in this generation in trouble. We'll talk about that next week. All right. Um, but that being said, let's move on to number eight. Number eight, obviously, is going to be prescription drugs. If you, I am on zero prescription drugs. Most of y'all who watch this stuff is probably on little prescription drugs, very little. But you're gonna need, for people who are on prescription drugs, your healthcare provider has you on a certain regimen for your health. I'm not a doctor. I don't even play one on TV, so I'm not gonna tell you what to take or not to take. I'm all about getting off prescription drugs and getting healthy and holistic with integrated approaches to health. Um, but in an emergency situation, you may need the stuff. You may need that stuff. Sharon says she just got off of 12 meds. Yeah, so see, it can be done for a lot of people, y'all. But that being said, if you are in an emergency situation and you're not like Sharon, you already haven't had a lifestyle of getting healthier and like Seymour and getting off prescription drugs and getting back to a healthier, radiant, healthy lifestyle, you might not be that far along in your health journey yet. And you or your family or kids might need some stuff, okay, for sure. And then we're going to move on to the next one. We'll be number nine is going to be pet food. Pet food, super important. Pet food, man, for y'all who got pets, okay? Pet food and lots of it, all right? Because man, pets don't understand. Like we be doing intermittent fasting anyway. Like we be training for stuff. So we be doing intermittent fasting anyway. Uh, but definitely, pet food is going to be up there for a lot of people. Pet and a different type of water because you don't want your pets drinking all your water. You gotta swap it up. So make sure you have your pets and stuff like that. And make sure you have, even if you have indoor pets, but you don't have no electricity, it gets super hot, and they have to spend more time outside. Make sure you have the water, obviously, and make sure you have the flea spray or at least a collar. A lot of people that have their pets in the house don't have flea collars and stuff on their pets. If your pet's got to spend some time outside because it's too hot inside for whatever reason, or y'all got to leave or vacate the premises because of storm conditions, you don't want them picking up fleas and ticks along the way. That's just gonna make the whole already difficult situation more difficult. So get you a couple of the low toxicity flea collars just to have them on hand just in case. All right. Next up, number 10 is going to be first aid. First aid. Yep. Rick, no, Berkey, all day, bro. I'm with you. I'm with you. First aid kits, anything remotely to do with first aid, make sure to have a first aid kit, but also additional things that you might need. Somebody mentioned saline earlier. Um, I'm a big fan of silver. I'm a big fan of silver for different things, black seed oil, stuff like that. But you want to make sure you have your first aid kit decked out, and make sure you make sure it has everything you need. And that's of course going to tie back into prescription drugs and other things like that. Anything that people need, insulin from the diabetics out there, anything that you need to make sure they have it. But you got to have a first aid kit. Super important. Super valuable. 100%. Number 11, ladies and gentlemen. Tell you right now, full tank of gas in your car. Even if you can't leave, it might be an opportunity where you gotta leave and you gotta get out. Full tank of gas in the vehicle. Okay. Additionally, I'm gonna give you two more things. Uh, super important. A portable tire inflator. Now, the one I have is apparently top of the line. I haven't had to use it, ever, like maybe twice in life. But the one I have is super good. But it didn't even cost like 50, $60. But it is a tire inflator that if you get a flat and it's not a full out blowout and you just need to get, and you can't get to a situation where you safe to swap out a spare or something like that, you can, the portable tire inflators, I rank that right up there with gas. Always have one in the trunk, even if you have it so long so there you forget it's there. But a full tank of gas, full tank, have it filled up, full tank of gas, as close as you can before the storm. If you want to get containers of gasoline, you can. Honestly, people use those a lot less than you think. It depends on how far you have to travel, but you can get one or two of those. But worst case scenario, full tank of gas. Period. Got it, not even a question. Full tank of gas in all your vehicles. Gas all the vehicles up. All right. And that's all in another 11. And that's just car related stuff. Okay. If you got to move around, you got to move around. Okay. Sometimes it'll be so hot, you might have to go in your car for a little bit just to get the kids in there. Yeah. Fix a flat is right up there Tuesday. Fix a flat. It'll ruin your tire, but it'll get you out of a bind. So fix a flat. Yeah. And the next thing would be, sometimes if y'all got young children or babies and the heat is or pets and it's really heat sensitive, long haired dogs, stuff like that, you got to go start the AC in your car, especially during the hottest times of the day, and let the pets of the babies be in the car and let them get that AC. They might not make it. They might not be tough like that. And then when it cools off 5 in the afternoon and the evening time starts to cool off, you can bring them back into the house and things like that. All right. So I think that was number 11. Number 12, and then I'm gonna give y'all a bonus one. Number 12, small bills. Small bills. I remember when we had the Louisiana floods in 2016, when 70% of the parish was underwater. Some of y'all call it a county. Most people call it a county. Was underwater. Wasn't no credit card machines working, ATMs, debit cards. All that was down. Only thing people were taking for either barter stuff. Excuse me. You could trade batteries and things like that for other stuff. But when you went to there were one or two places that had food. Now I remember this one place was like a gas station combo spot. It was the only spot that had any type of electricity, and they were frying fish plates. They were just frying fish, and the only thing they were taking was small bills. Okay, small bills. All right. Sharon says a chamois soaked in water. Yep, can cool a dog too. Yep, good call there. Yep, different types of miscellaneous cloths and items for sure. But they were taking small bills. So always make sure to have a certain amount of fives and ones. Okay, 10 fives, 50 ones, $100 bill broke down in a bunch of ones and fives. You'll be good to go. If you got to decide between ones and fives, I will go ones and just have a knot of that, just because that's going to be a currency that people can use. And honestly, for my people who know, we got silver, gold, all of that stuff. You don't want to use any of that. If you can save it, that's an investment. That's some real apocalyptic stuff right there. But dollar bills is fiat currency. We talked about that a couple of calls ago. It doesn't have any inherent value, but in our economy and in our barter system, cash still rocks. You still can get stuff with cash. Inflation irrelevant, but you want to go with small bills for sure. Coins and but really small bills, and they're easy to move around. But silver and gold fast, you don't want to use that during these temporary short without power type scenarios. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, as a bonus tip, and anything I left out, go ahead and put in the comments. Anything that you got to have for emergency stuff, put that in the comments. But the last one I'll give you that is a bonus. I'm going to tell you is supplements. Okay, supplements. If anybody invited you to this, they probably are in the same health and wellness companies that I'm in. And we have stuff like Slimmer Max or Beetroot Max or even Soul, Mind, Body, and Soul, these type of things. We even have black seed oil, which is basically a multivitamin slash disinfectant slash everything cure all. It's amazing. And you can have stuff like that, that you need to have on hand. Silver for sure. Bible given. That's a done. Yeah. But in super emergency situation, everybody watching me should already at least have a Bible at the house for sure, Tiff. But the only reason it's not on the list, I'm gonna shoot it straight, is because this is emergency, literally thing at the time. Yeah, seeds. Yep. True, babe. Seeds. Yeah, but not emergent. Like we're not going to have time to grow crops if the power is going to be out for 1 or 2 days and nobody had no generators. Yeah, we covered MRDs in the beginning. That's for sure. Okay, yeah, for sure. See there, bug spray. Yeah, bug spray, first aid kit, bug spray. I would throw that in there. But I'm a double back to supplements right quick. Because I don't know about you, but as an adult, you can take some powdered superfoods, put that in some water and drink it, and you won't be hungry for several hours at a time. On top of that, you can save the food for the people in the house who actually need it, who may not have developed that sense of discipline. They may not be intermittent fasting regularly as you should be. They may not know how to mix up something or drink something like a mind, body, soul with some apple cider vinegar, berberine powder in there. Really cut your appetite. You get all the nutrition you need. Well, Will, I don't have time to buy all of the premium supplements. All right, if that's the case, you probably need to at least get some Celtic sea salt immediately, or possibly if you can't get that, pink Himalayan sea salt. But I would recommend at least get the Slimmer Max for sure. At least get the Celtic sea salt, the coarse Celtic sea salt, because it has like 81 vitamins and minerals in it. And between the right, not table salt, not Morton's, not Lowry's, no, Celtic sea salt, okay, is going to have so many minerals in it. You can take a little bit of that under the tongue, drink water, and that'll give your body a lot of the minerals, magnesium, zinc, stuff like that, copper. It'll give you a lot of the trace minerals in enough for you to continue to function. Okay, but other than that, you should have your zinc, your magnesium, your bio minerals. Anybody who invited you to this recording, if you saw it like that, or if you don't know who invited you to it, get back with them if you know who they are. And you can get zinc, you can get magnesium, you can get chromium, you can get your body needs minerals just as much, if not more, than it needs food. This is why there are actually people recorded in history who have survived for weeks and some months, okay, off just some type of supplements and water and zero food. Okay, you can really. I'm not telling you got to do that, but it's the thing. So what oils would I recommend? Essential oils. I would go with adult wellness, honestly, in the rollerball. Adult wellness is really going to give you a lot of bang for your buck. Black seed oil, which I happen to have on hand right there. Black seed oil is going to be super, super, super important. Um, I'm trying to think of some other ones that might really be good. Clove is really good for a lot of things from an essential oil standpoint. Clove is going to be super, super important. Lemon essential oil is good, and peppermint essential oil. Yeah, both of those. Thank you, ladies. Yeah, peppermint oil and lemon essential oil are going to be super, super good as disinfectants. They are a lot of multi-purpose oil cleaners, but also you can drink them. You don't have to drink a lot of peppermint oil, but you can drink those. Lavender is another good one to have. That's probably top 10. But the ones you definitely want to have, I would go with black seed oil, peppermint, and lemon would be my top three. My top three. Clove would be up there as a top four, or Try Remedy. We have one. Try Remedy has clove in it. That's a super good one. Fulvic acid would be good as well. Thank you, Richard. That's a good one. Fulvic acid is something you can put in the water when you drink it. And I'm gonna give y'all one more bonus tip. And this one is a banger. A lot of people forget this one. They forget it. They forget it. They forget it. But I'm gonna close it with this one. Coffee, ladies and gentlemen, in a stuff in the scenario where stuff hit the fan. Okay, and Samantha says tea tree and oregano, also all great oils to have. Tea tree, definitely top five is tea tree for sure. Oregano's a top 10. But yeah, you can. My personal recommendation: Nova Coffee off top. But even if you got a big tin can full of cheap coffee, even you wouldn't drink that garbage. You're gonna drink Nova Coffee, the best coffee in the history of the world. But even if you got a big cheap can, a tin can of coffee, coffee is an incredible barter item. Okay, coffee is an amazing barter item in those type of situations. Okay, coffee is huge, especially if you got one of those things. You got the little tea lights or the candles. You can heat up some water, or you drink cold. People drink cold coffee before they drink no coffee. But coffee is a huge barter item, and I got a huge can of coffee. Now, I would never drink it because we drink premium coffee, but in a barter situation, oh, you can dish that out, Ziploc bag it, and that's as good as money. That's as good as money. Okay, so that's what we got, ladies and gentlemen. Something that stops bleeding. Well, hopefully that'll be in the first aid kit. But there's an oil that stops bleeding. I'm not sure which one that is. Oh, and just quick disclaimer, ladies and gentlemen, we're not making any medical claims or anything like that. But yeah, I'm not sure which one does that. Okay, so that's what we got, ladies and gentlemen. That was 12 things and a couple of bonuses that you can acquire in a day or two. Rose geranium, is that the one that stops bleeding? Okay, I didn't know that. But that being said, those are things that you can acquire for very little money within a day or two that will give you so much peace of mind as storms approach that the storm might not even come your way because the collective consciousness of your area just might not be worried about it to the point where you don't even manifest that type of stuff. So that's what we said. That's a whole nother call and conversation. But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, hope that stuff blessed your life. Share that list with people, post it, share the recording, or just let people know, especially your neighbors and stuff like that. Hey, here's some stuff. I just came back from the store. This is some stuff you might want to grab. And if you can't, oh, one more tip. If you can, this even worked during the pandemic, and I was living in Dallas, Texas during the time. If you can't ever find water, band-aids, thermometers, paper towels, toilet tissue, or anything like that, okay, anything like that. If you can't find anything like that, go to the Hispanic grocery store in your area. Go to the Hispanic grocery store in your area. When the COVID and all of the pandemic was happening, everybody in Texas was wilding out. We don't have no toilet tissue. We can't find no water. We can't find thermometers. Man, I went right down the road to the Carneria, whatever it was. Everybody there speaks Spanish. I was in there. Toilet tissue here, water over here, beans, food, beef jerky. They had everything because for some reason they wasn't even panicking, or maybe that particular contingent in my neighborhood, a couple of miles away from my neighborhood, did not. They didn't. They don't watch the news and even know a storm was coming because the news was in English. I don't know, but I was literally on Facebook Live, bebopping down the aisle, getting with just stacks of tissue and thermometers and whatever else I figured I needed at the time, and it was hilarious. But that tip right there is worth you watching the whole thing. Anything you need, you can't find it. You find the closest Hispanic grocery store, and they probably stocked up. Them people they ain't buying it, man. My Hispanic folks was like, man, we ain't stocking up on that, or they already got it. I don't know, but it was all there 100%. Yeah, find a bodega, or if you're in the South, we ain't even got the bodegas. That's the East Coast stuff. You find they got them. You know what the Hispanic grocery store is at, and they got everything. Okay, nah, they wasn't doing no price hiking. Now I'm gonna tell you, I sold those thermometers. I sold those thermometers to business owners. I bought all the thermometers they had left for like $6 a piece. I sold those thermometers for anywhere from $40 to $65 a piece. I sold I didn't even need a thermometer. I don't plan on getting sick. I don't have COVID. I wouldn't worry about that. I got Black Sea though. When you tell to stand on business, I stand on business for real. I sold all them thermometers. Made a couple $100. Easy money. Easy money. Because the business owners needed them. The government was telling them, you got to be taking your people temperatures, blah, 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 blah. I got you, my G. $50. I got you. True story. True story. Very resourceful. So, all right. So that's what we got, ladies and gentlemen. Thank y'all for tuning in. Love you. God bless y'all. Please spread the word, spread the channel. Let people get on. We're going to be doing a lot more content on YouTube Live because I like it. Zoom is cool. I like YouTube Live better though because it's free for. I got YouTube Premium, but that doesn't cost a lot. And the recordings pop up as soon as they're ready, so we don't have to go get them processed for you and post them. The recordings are all there. Okay, so it's kind of cool. So we'll be doing more of that in the future on business and stuff like that. Yeah, Mark, yeah, way better than Zoom. We just gonna transition to doing YouTube live content more than Zoom, honestly. Yeah, I think so too, Coach Marcus. I think it's a great idea. So I'm gonna be leaning more into that in upcoming weeks and things like that. But that being said, y'all are awesome. Be great. I love you. God bless you. For anybody in the in the area that maybe might be affected by the hurricane, we're definitely praying for you. And I pray that it just does exactly what it normally does when hurricanes come here to where I'm at in Florida. They come there and then they go away. It's the weirdest thing. They just be dipping. So I don't anticipate any issues. But good night. God bless. And we will see y'all on the next one. Thank y'all so much.